Welcome back. We got part 2 now of our test review. And here we go with the next question. Question number 11, the price of oranges falls by 5% and the quantity demanded increases by 6%. This means that the demand for oranges is blank. Remember here, this is an elasticity question, and you're going to use that little formula that requires only percentage change. So hopefully you've got something written down on paper. And so we've got the elasticity coefficient is equal to the percentage change in quantity divided by the percentage change in price. We know that we are given that the percentage change in quantity is 5 and the percentage change in price is 5. So it's 6 divided by 5, which is 1.2. It's greater than 1, therefore it is elastic. It is sensitive. Question number 12. If the government of Ontario wants to reduce the consumption of electricity by 5%, the price elasticity of demand for electricity is 0.4. Advise the government on what action to take. The government wants to reduce the consumption of electricity by 5%. Well, that's a key bit of information that you should retain. Okay, let's get down to it. So we have, again, we're going to use that formula where we're only given the percentage changes. The elasticity coefficient is equal to the percentage change in quantity divided by the percentage change in price. We are given the elasticity coefficient of 0.4. We are given the percentage change in quantity. We're looking for the percentage change in price. So we will isolate the percentage change in price, and then we'll get 5 divided by 0.4, and we will get that the percentage in change in price has to be 12.5%. Remember, they want to reduce the consumption by 5%. So to reduce the consumption, they have to increase the price by 12.5%. That increase in price is critical to your answer. If you leave it at 12.5, it's going to be wrong. So it's an increase in price of 12.5. Question number 13, the demand equation for cars is price, P, price is equal to 100 minus 10 times quantity demanded. The price elasticity of demand between quantity demanded of 6 and 8 is what? This is a little more intense, a little more difficult than the others. So what we're going to do here is we are going to record the information that we're given. We're given quantity 1 is equal to 6, quantity 2 is equal to 8, and we want to determine what the price is for each of them. So we're going to get price 1 is equal to 100 minus 10 times quantity demanded. The quantity demanded here, we're going to substitute the quantity 1, which is 6. So we're going to get 100 minus 10 times 6. And we're going to get 100 minus 60, and we're going to get that the price of 1 is 40. We're going to do the same thing for price number 2. And in this case, for quantity demanded, we're going to substitute in 8. And then we will get 100 minus 80, which will leave price of 20. So we got the two prices now. Now we're going to substitute it into the longer formula where we have price and quantity, which is equal to the absolute value of the change in quantity divided by the change in price multiplied by price 1 plus price 2 divided by quantity 1 plus quantity 2. We're going to expand the items within the absolute value symbol. And so the change in quantity is now quantity 1 minus quantity 2 divided by price 1 minus price 2 times price 1 plus price 2 divided by quantity 1 plus quantity 2. We're going to fill in the values now that we're given. We are then going to simplify, and we're going to continue. And remember here, it said that we had the absolute value of minus 2 divided by 20. The absolute value of minus 2 divided by 20, you have to remember, is positive. Therefore, here we get 1 over 10 times 60 over 40. And we will get an elasticity coefficient of 0.428. It is inelastic. It is less than 1. Question number 14. The Toronto Transit Commission decides to raise its passenger fares in order to reduce its deficit. This suggests that the Commission believes that the demand for public transportation in Toronto is. Key thing here to remember is they want to raise the passenger fares and they want to reduce the deficit. So they want to reduce the amount of money that they're losing. So you have to go back to the table that talks about elasticity and revenue. And our answer here, it is inelastic. They believe that their demand curve is very, very steep, that they can raise the price and the quantity demanded will decrease just a little bit, but the offset in the increase in the price increase will offset the loss of customers. Question number 15. If Hamburger Helper is an inferior good, then ceteris paribus, a decrease in income will lead to A, B, C, D. Our answer here is going to be a rightward shift. Remember, it was a decrease in income. It's an inferior good, therefore if income increases, we will demand less, but income decreases, demand will increase. Question number 16. For which one of the following will demand be the most price inelastic, most price insensitive? A, B, C, D, well, I hope you all picked milk, the generic. The other ones were very specific, so the more specific, the more elastic it will be. The generic one is inelastic. Question number 17, a higher price reduces the quantity demanded for a good because household buy less of the good and more of its substitutes. That's A. Here's B. And hopefully you got the answer here. It would be A. Question 18, which of the following correctly describes how price adjustment eliminates a surplus? So you could start sketching that out where you have your demand curve and your supply curve intersect. That should be one of those little icons that you sketch right away. Here's option A. Option B. Option C. Option D. Option E. And hopefully you selected A. So as the price falls, the quantity demanded increases while the quantity supplied decreases. So you've got them moving in the opposite direction and the surplus is eliminated.